Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the revision policy in science class. This policy is used to help you get the best possible score or best possible grade that you can in science. Every year, I have students ask, typically at the end of the 9 weeks, Mr. Limbaugh, can I do extra credit? I don't do extra credit because I have a revision and redemption policy. So let's go over this policy. You can find it here on my webpage. Down here, you just click on revision policy. And the first one that we start talking about is the unit assessment, revision and redemption. Now, your unit assessments are done in EdSite. The day that you do your quiz is the day that you'll see exactly what your score is. And then you can have a choice. Everybody can take advantage of this, whether you scored a 12 or you scored a 98. I've had students do both. But how it's done is relatively simple and explained right here. The biggest problem is students will ask to do this and not read this policy. There are some things that you should know. First of all, if you read this policy, you will see that you are going to just do another EdSite assignment. What happens is I take the quiz and I remove half of the questions and I put in half new questions for you. And then you can do this on your own time. And the way that that is done is by coming to the revision policy page and then coming down here, and right here where it says science revision links, there will be a link for that unit assessment. It matches whatever I put in the gradebook, and you can do that. Now, you can do it as many times as you want to get the best possible grade. Here's some things I do want to point out to you. You can see right here, if I highlight, I'm not good at that. Let's clear that. You can see some stuff that's highlighted here and here. It's in green. There is no code for the retake. So don't ask or email me for a code. You must click on the link below, and that link will end up right down here, and you will have these links all 9 weeks long. What happens is I post the link, and then I activate it at the end of 9th period on the day we have the assessment. So you can do that you can pick up a letter in class, because I will have that, because what's going to be required is that a revision letter is going to be needed to turn in, because that's what I use to make the changes. If you do not pick one up in class, there's one right here. You can click it. You should follow the instructions on the letter, because it tells you to come right here to the revision and redemption page. So, and this is how you can improve your score, and you can do it as many times as you need to get the best possible score. You'll get half of your points back. So the next thing is your weekly vocabulary quiz. We have weekly vocabulary quizzes, and if you do not get your 10 points and you would like to retake them, you can do that as many times as you would like. It is not done on a computer, though. You will come to my classroom during 6th period, and you need to turn into me the handwritten words and the complete definitions from the glossary, not Google, because I look at them and I've given you the glossary, and that's the words that you're going to see word for word from the glossary on the retake. So you hand that to me, we'll get you in, and you can do that as many times as you want to get your best possible score. The last thing I want to talk about is late assignments. I do take late assignments. So if it is something that is turned in class, you just simply need to turn it into me. I typically have a green tray up at the top by my lab station. You can put it in there. But definitely let me know you put it in there, because sometimes I just don't go back there and check. Or if it is a digital assignment, and we do have lots of digital assignments, you will need to send me an email. Now, you should read this very carefully because it tells you exactly what to put in the subject line. If I get a no subject line for a late assignment, I will not process it. So this is a requirement for you. And you can see that the example is right here. You put your period, because you learned that in the email video. Tell me that it's a late assignment and what it is. Please make sure you put the week because, you can just say, hey, Mr. Limbaugh, I've done a late assignment. I'm not going to go back through and check all your assignments and see which ones you turned in late. So be very specific, because it just makes my job easier, and then I'll be more than happy to make an adjustment to your grade. So this is the revision policy. I suggest that you take advantage of it. In years past, I've had students go from D's to B's because they've taken advantage of this revision policy. Stay curious.